I don't know whose idea it was to turn iconic Disney villains into misunderstood heroes, but I hate them. Origin stories about Maleficent and Cruella de Vil could have been interesting, but not when their personalities are stripped away. When I think of Maleficent or Cruella de Vil, I think of pure evil. People who relish in just being bad. But now, their live-action depictions are of victims of circumstance. Good people who only act badly because of some past tragedy. And this new history doesn't give their characters an extra layer of depth. It simply comes across as Disney trying to forcefully modernize and sanitize their films. Because God forbid if children watch a movie where they learn that good people can actually turn bad. I'm pretty sure that Joker grossed over $1 billion at the box office telling that exact story. And you're kidding yourself if you believe that kids didn't watch that film. And Joker is a good example to compare Cruella to, since it does serve as an origin story for an iconic villain. Only, by the end of that film, Arthur Fleck fully embodies the menacing Joker character that people know and love. But by the end of Cruella, I have no reason to believe that Estella isn't still a good person. She may have a personality disorder and a too extreme passion for fashion, but she isn't quite Cruella de Vil. I don't believe that Emma Stone's character would grow into the purely evil person who would one day make fur coats out of Dalmatians. In fact, she actually seems to love dogs in this movie. So either this version of Cruella is going to dramatically snap sometime in the future, or this film takes place in an alternate reality where the events in 101 Dalmatians don't really play out as we know it, even despite what the mid-credits scene in this film may suggest. But okay, while Cruella doesn't quite feel like Cruella, Emma Stone herself actually does a fine job in this movie. But Emma Stone is a fantastic actress, and she always does a good acting job, even when the film she is in is bad itself. So how is Cruella as a whole? Pretty bad. The film drags on because the runtime is way too long, the soundtrack has a bizarre selection of music, the mixing of said music into the sound design is fucking terrible, the production design isn't great, the CGI dogs look pretty outdated, everyone is wearing an atrocious wig, and the acting from the rest of the cast is cartoonishly awful. So, aside from Emma Stone herself, Emma Thompson is the best part of this movie. The Baroness relishes in being a narcissistic asshole who just does not give a shit about anything or anyone else, so Emma Thompson really gets the chance to chew up some scenery, because it's just fun watching the bad guy be bad. Now, imagine if in 10 or 20 years from now, Disney decided to give the Baroness her own origin story, and they revealed that, actually, despite being a murderer, she was a good person deep down and she was simply a misguided and misunderstood soul. That would drastically change our perception of her in this film, right? So how far can Disney go with this concept of turning evil villains into sympathetic hero figures? I don't know, and more importantly, I don't want to know. I don't want to see more movies like Maleficent or Cruella. So for that, I would likely give Cruella 2 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching.